The most awaited arc of the Boruto series is here, and after almost 2 years worth of patience, we got to see the glimpse of the Otsutsuki god in the anime. Fortunately, this deity doesn't seem to be surrounded by Byakugans, rather it resembles the Jougan of Boruto, but in a different color. So have the creators decided to turn the Jougan black, or could it be some final form of the dojutsu? I hope you slash off that sub button, as we are about to read the chakra flow of this episode to discover the things that you might have missed. The episode begins by doing justice to Ishiki's final moment from chapter 56, which was really rushed back in episode 219. The final sermon of Ishiki has been spirited with some fabulous animations, which has made the entire sequence more lively and elegant. The appearance of the Otsutsuki god scene, which has been the most anticipated moment in the series due to a possible connection with Boruto's Jougan, was also portrayed in a mysterious yet mesmerizing way. I feel like there was a deliberate attempt made by the animators to foreshadow Shiba in this scene. I will come to that in a moment. Let's first talk about the thing which took the hype of this panel to another level, the breathtaking correlation with the pure eye. Everyone was eagerly waiting to see the unique eye of Boruto appearing behind the godly figure once this scene would make it to the anime. And the thing that the animators have done to keep the anticipation and the mystery of the Jougan going is kinda genius. They have used a unique color palette for the Otsutsuki god and lowered its overall brightness in a way that it has become really hard to identify the eyes in the background. There was even a possibility of the Byakugan replacing the Jougan in this scene. However, the animators have used a fairly smart trick to put the audience under their genjutsu. It might seem to many that it's not the Jougan, but the black sclera along with the contrasting pupil is enough to conclude that it's actually the Jougan. It's just not in the usual glowy form that we are used to seeing in the anime, but it definitely fits the criteria for the pure eye. The other two possibilities include the creators deciding to change the color scheme of the eye completely, or maybe the dojutsu is gonna have its own evolutionary stages, just like the Sharingan. The one used by Boruto could be the base form, while the one possessed by the Otsutsuki god could be its final form. Coming back to the episode, when Ishiki was explaining the will of an Otsutsuki to Code, a scene appeared where an Otsutsuki crushed a chakra fruit with his claws. I feel like it was a subtle foreshadowing of Shiba Otsutsuki, who has devoured thousands of planets over a millennia. The same thing that was being explained by Ishiki. It could be even taken as a hint that the claws and claw marks of Code also stem from Shiba's DNA. It's pretty weird that they omitted the scene where Code asks the names of Ishiki's killers. I feel like Aida would be the one to reveal these details to Ishiki's devotee for a solid reason, and I will get to that in a moment. The episode continues with some really great visuals of Code as he decides to fulfill the will of an Otsutsuki. We then get to see Shikamaru and Sai examining the claw marks that were found outside the village, and here is why this event plays a vital role in the anime's timeline. Back in the manga, Team 7 was given a suspension due to the alarming danger of Code, but since they have introduced the Funato arc in the anime, they are now using the incident of the claw marks to declare an emergency in the village. Also, we can see Kawaki wearing his headband in this scene that he got later in the manga. My guess is that he will damage this headband during training in the next episode that will eventually take us to this scene from the manga. Another unnoticed detail can be found in this scene where Boruto is seen holding Amado's medicine. In the manga's timeline, Amado introduced the pills to Naruto after the events of this episode. However, since the anime has established this plot point almost 100 episodes ago, this scene was a good way to remind the viewers of the pills without contradicting the anime's timeline. Kawaki calling Amado a fraud and narrating the story of Code to Boruto was yet another way to put him on the limelight. They are trying their best to spoil the image of the scientist to make him appear more suspicious than his manga counterpart. Also, there's a scene of Amado where he's looking at some clone, and I feel like it's an early teaser of Delta who was only foreshadowed once in the manga. There is another teaser of Delta that appears for only a single frame. Subscribe if you are enjoying the video. The brutality of Code was yet another epic scene of this episode, from waging a bloodshed on the facility guards to defeating the anime special cyborg in a matter of seconds. The devotee of Ishiki has become highly remarkable to the plot in just a single episode. Boruto and Kawaki are feeling quite helpless after coming to know that their enemy could be more powerful than Jougan. The power scaling really goes way above the league after Kawaki's karma retrieval and Boruto's revival. Not to mention, they both are standing on the exact same spot where they would be facing off each other in the time skip. It could be some sort of foreshadowing, and I feel like the mention of the Shinobi way is the key here. Boruto proposes the idea of training, and Kawaki and Team 7 shall be having a practice match in the upcoming episode. But this training session would be the time when Kawaki would realize two really vital things. First and foremost, the powerlessness that he has been feeling ever since the karma was taken away from him. And secondly, the fact that no matter how hard they train, Shinobis are no match for Otsutsukis in any circumstances. So we can say that Boruto inviting Kawaki to train is what led to the butterfly effect, which ended up in the destruction of the time skip. Coming Coming back to the episode, there was even a scene of Naruto that kinda doesn't match the vibe of the episode, but not to mention we have got the reveal of a major character Aida, who looks much prettier than her manga counterpart. Considering she's only 16, I don't know why they have overly objectified her character by shots like these. Well, maybe it has something to do with Japan's age of consent. The soundtrack that was used during the charming debut of Aida also makes her first appearance way more elegant. It seems like she will be providing some extra helping hand to Code in the anime, like by revealing the perpetrators of Ishiki to him, which would make him believe that she is truly on his side. All this to make his eventual heartbreak feel even more painful and piercing as compared to its portrayal in the manga. I like how the anime is building up Code's relationship with Aida in a different manner. It will make his vengeance even more dark and dreadful, as the pain of his disgrace and broken heart would make him cross all the limits to fulfill his revenge. The voice actress of Aida, Kana Hanazawa, is one of the most prominent voiceover artists of the industry. Her voice actor selection is pretty remarkable, since in the manga she always seems to have a serious tone. I hope the voice actress would nail both her serious moments as well as her cute moments. Talking about the voice actors, I feel like they have made a poor choice while selecting the person behind Code's voice, since his character is meant to be intimidating, and this dub ain't doing justice to him in my opinion. The overall episode was really great, and reflecting on the quality of these beautifully refined animations, people's expectations are gonna be really high from this arc. Indeed, there were some sloppy moments, but they were really minimal as compared to the highly remarkable ones. There needs to be some consistency in the art style, graphic and character design so that the anime could reach the bar that it has set for this arc every time. The opening has also been improved, with some movement being added to the Otsutsuki lineup part. I feel like this part where everyone is seen fighting the huge blocks of Ishiki could be a foreshadowing of the glimpse of future that Boruto saw in chapter 75. Kawaki is gonna go all out against everyone who comes in his way of Otsutsuki eradication, more precisely saying his mission to kill Boruto once for all. The anime is doing pretty well with its own timeline without contradicting the events of the manga. People were really concerned about the sequencing that the adaptation is gonna take after such a long anime special arc that did not prove to be much relevant to the original story. But it seems like the anime is doing a great job in exploring the events in a broader manner. And I feel like at this rate, the upcoming anime canon stuff won't be disappointing at all. There are even rumors going for the anime to go on a hiatus after this arc. Let me know in the comments if you guys want the anime to become seasonal so that it could maintain its quality. I personally think the anime could avoid a lot of unnecessary filler stuff if it actually becomes seasonal. I will update you guys on the community tab regarding the hiatus rumors, so don't forget to subscribe to not miss it. The next episode shall take us to the second phase of Code's revenge, as he will be forming alliance with Aida and her destructive brother Demo. But you don't have to wait for a week for some quality content. Check out these videos for some really great Boruto manga stuff, and subscribe for some more mind-blowing theories. I will see you next time.